All right, here we go. Good morning, everybody. Shane here from the Brookings Home Team, powered by Century 21. I got Stacy here from Guaranteed Rate this morning. It is 8:15, and it is Monday morning. So, of course, that means Monday morning mortgage tip. So, with that being said, we'll just get right into it. And Stacy, what kind of tip do you have for us today?
So today I want to talk about, sometimes there's things that make a buyer not quite ready. Sometimes it's just the education piece of knowing what works for qualifying, what doesn't, things like that. So let's talk about income a little bit. So in this community, we have a lot of jobs that have a lot of overtime. Like if you work at any of the manufacturing facilities, construction, any of those types of jobs, or maybe even sometimes you get commission or a bonus. That type of income is usable, except you have to have a history. So if you're just getting a new job and it's an increase, which is awesome, but you go, well, I'm guaranteed at least 50 hours a week because it's so busy and that's just the way it's going to be. You can't always use that 10 hours of overtime for qualifying. Sometimes it can be a compensating factor or something like that, but you have to have a history of that because really there's no way to know. Maybe it's seasonal, maybe it's year-round, it just depends on the job. And that little bit of overtime, you know, if it was averaged and if it's consistent, can make a difference of what you can qualify for.
Big time, yeah.
So sometimes people are like, well, I make more money than that. Well, that's
last
great.
month you did.
That's great. Yeah, last paycheck you did, but this paycheck not so much. So just knowing that, you know, if you've been at your job at 3M, let's just say, and you've been there for even 3 years, 2 or 3 years where there's a history, then we can use that because we've got a history of knowing here's what your average overtime is per year, per month, per, you know, pay period, whatever the case is. But then it's usable. But sometimes that's just your little fluff money.
Yes.
And maybe you could just use that for when the furnace goes out or the water heater needs to be replaced.
That happens when you own a home?
I know, right? Or when you have to sandbag. Sometimes that's what people are doing now. So just a little tip on income, and sometimes people are frustrated why we can't use what they think they make. So
yeah, get that history. You said probably a minimum of 2 years at least?
If it's overtime or a bonus, yep. A lot of times they want a 2-year history because even 1 year, maybe that was a, you know, or it was a seasonally high year of overtime or whatever the case is. So,
great.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you for that tip here this morning. If you do have additional questions for Stacy, feel free to reach out to her. Again, all of her information on the top, on the bottom, on the sides, wherever your device allows you to see that. And please feel free to share or tag anybody else in this video that you think would also benefit. And remember, we're on podcast now, Google, and about 4 other platforms. So take a listen there if you can't catch us this morning, or on YouTube or wherever else. I'm throwing this all around here, so we're trying to get
viral, man.
Yes,
we're everywhere.
Trying to get it out
You're
there.
Everywhere.
So feel free to reach out to us. We'd be happy to answer any questions you have on our next episode, which means we will be back next Monday for our next Monday morning mortgage tip. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great week. We'll see you later.